And welcome back to Lighten Up. Thank you so much for tuning in and coming back. Well, I'm sitting here with JT and Grandpa from Love FM. And let me tell you, the camera should really be on when there's a commercial break because these two, they just keep you moving the whole time. You know, I actually came on your show. Welcome to the show, first of all. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Catherine.
And thank you all so much just for what you're doing in the community. First of all, for what you contribute. And before the commercial break, I talked about how hard it is, how much work it's that's involved when you do programs like this, when you do things like this, because you have day jobs and I have day jobs. So these are like laborers of love.
You know what? No, man, it's easy as that.
It is.
Yeah.
You love it. Yeah.
The passion for it, but yes, you'll have
But you gotta get
sleepless
up and go
nights.
to work.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have sleepless nights, and
Yeah.
then still have to go to work and be honest.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
don't cheat on the pay. We have to be honest,
Yes.
Right.
and we can't blame and say, you know what, I didn't go to my bed until 4 o'clock this morning because I was, if your boss find out that it probably becomes a conflict of interest.
Right. It's
Right.
true.
So while we labor on the outside, yeah, we are very committed to our job.
Absolutely, because I was telling somebody that I think today that when I do my work, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. That they're like, how do you write a book? How do you get 3 o'clock in the morning? I can't even sleep because my brain is so full,
Wow.
of thoughts and ideas, and then I got to get up and I got to make notes because you got a 9 to 5 and you
Yeah.
have to pay your bills. But being and obviously it's being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is
Yes,
it's
yes,
tough,
yes.
but it's usually the stuff that you love so much, you're
Yeah.
passionate about, and you want it delivered to the larger community. And Love FM is a really, really popular show. I think you were telling me about the survey that was done, and so you're ranked
yes,
what,
yes.
number four?
Number 4,
in
yes,
the
yes,
Cayman
yes.
Islands. I
Yes,
mean, that's
Love
pretty
FM
good.
is ranked number 4.
A little
And we are
station that's going, huh?
we are running for the number 1 position.
That's right.
All right,
That's
and
right.
I think probably within a matter of days
Yeah.
we will be there.
So tune in, right? And how long have you been running?
We've been around since 2009 September.
Wow, that's
Yes.
what, 3 years?
3 years. I mean, our anniversary will be September.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are just a month.
Not
and-
even 3 years yet. Yeah, so almost 3 years and number 4.
We're number 4.
How do you feel
We're
about
number
that?
4.
You know, that's amazing. It's a great honor to come in and to be with these guys on a weekly basis from time to time, just to offer, of course, to the community and to everybody else this
Right.
spiritual richness. And we also get the same amount of, call it blessings, JT.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course.
Right.
And so it's an amazing thing, man. The passion for it and the love for it and the love for the folks that are listening and
Yeah.
and bumping into you two
Yeah.
who came on one of the talk shows and we have this wonderful
You know what,
conversation.
Grandpa? Sorry, but
Yeah.
she should have gotten back to us, or we should have gotten back to her for probably a repeat
follow-up,
or for another
Yeah.
show.
Now
What
they
happened,
say-
Catherine?
Now they say it because I got them on my show. They didn't call me back. I'm waiting for the call.
No, you know what? We meant to call you. We meant to call you. We haven't forgotten it,
I like
all right?
that.
Yeah. You know what? We'll give her a call when we leave here tonight. So
Certainly, man.
and
Okay.
try to see how soon Catherine will be available.
Because
Yeah.
that was an amazing because we talked about your book actually in that show.
Right.
We stumbled into each other. That's a whole other conversation there. But and so we.
Why? You don't want to talk about how we stumbled into each
Oh,
other?
with my little boy scratching
It's
at
your
the-
little boy. He was the cutest little boy. And he was flustered because I'm somebody's mama, which everybody knows. But you were flustered. I was like, just let him. He's just a little child. Sit down, do this. And the little child was, how old is he?
He's 3.5 now,
Yeah,
actually,
so
yes,
he was
yes.
giving you a run for your money.
Oh man!
Oh,
It
my
was a good thing that was
goodness.
happening because you came
I
out.
called you up. I think you
yeah.
were sitting on the stairs.
Yeah.
They're like, come up. What's going on? Come inside.
Yeah, and of course, of course, at that moment, pleasing me, it was Catherine Tassel.
Yeah. Wow.
So
okay,
we
that's
came up.
exciting. I live with this girl every day. It's not that exciting. Trust me.
But it was a good conversation we had, and then of course, telling JT about this, some amazing conversations that we've had. And so you came on the show on Tuesday evening, and we had a wonderful talk about your book. Now,
Yeah.
You know what? I
Talking
have
about
it
your
here.
book, yeah.
I have the book here.
Yeah.
All right. Can we look at this beautiful book?
Yeah.
And it's very thick. All right.
Oh,
in my
is
own
it thick?
estimation, no. I can explain that. Of course, the knowledge in it is
what they
something
gotta
that
do.
you don't want to miss.
Yeah.
All right, you need this as part of your archive.
Yes.
All right, and in my own estimation,
something.
it's
Yeah.
about at least 200 pages.
Yeah.
At least.
At least.
Yeah. so
At
I mean,
least. I didn't check it, but you know, I mean, I am
Give or
used
take,
to book.
yeah.
All right.
I think you're deterring people. You're saying
No,
it's
no, no,
big.
no, 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 no,
you
no,
want 'em
no.
to read
Listen,
it?
I am thinking out of the box because I read not even a good fraction of it.
Yeah, we're not readers
All
these
right.
days, though.
And
People want quick
what
fixes.
is in this book? Everybody needs it.
Yeah.
All right. It is. I mean, I'm somebody's
Yeah.
mama.
Yeah.
I mean, tracking from a humble beginning
right.
to all the different obstacles that you have gone through in
Yeah.
life. Your kids who you have raised literally almost, you know, the different things that happened there. Living in Miami, back and forth in Cayman, living in Walker's Road, and your grandma and all that kind of stuff.
And
You
you
know,
talk about my grandma's sour aunt.
Oh, you know what? Is
I
that,
didn't know
is
you
that
got
something
it,
that you
that's
really
all.
want to talk about? I mean,
Yes. I was
Jesus.
raised under that sour arm, and let me tell you, she
please
kept
explain,
me
please
straight.
explain quick because a lot
Well,
of people
I
might
don't
be
know
so
if it's I don't
upset.
know if it's a Caymanian thing, but you know, on the sour.
You mean so?
Literally.
So
Sour.
the reference really means a literal.
Well, that's what my
Oh
mother
my
used to say.
God.
My mother used to say.
Oh,
"You-
your mama.
My mom would
Okay.
tell me, that's all you want is to be under your
Grandmother's
grandma's sour arm.
Oh, my
Sometimes she'd say,
goodness.
come on,
Yeah.
come on, you know, let's go with me. And I'd stay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you want. And I'd sleep under there and, you know, and the top of my head would be sour.
Can you remember how old you were?
I don't know. I mean, my grandmother had me from the time I was a baby.
Your grandmother.
Yeah, great grandmother actually.
Wow.
I didn't know my grandmother. She died. My grandmother died when my mom was like 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So my great grandmother raised her. So she just automatically, you know, helped her
Yes.
raise her kids. And this was a God-fearing woman. I have to say, you know, Valerie Jordan. People know her as that. It's Valerie McLaughlin. It's her name is actually Catherine Valerie McLaughlin. People didn't know that.
Wow.
So I was named after her. And she was so excited. She was just happy that my mom was having a girl, and my mom didn't want a girl.
Oh.
So my grandmother was like, "That's all right, I'll take her." So for years, my grandmother had me, and it was a fight, you know, between her and my mom. Like, no, you're not getting her back, you know. But yeah, and let me tell you that I think that was the thing that on Walker's Road and going through, you know, adversity and poverty or whatever you want to call it, but having someone love you. And provide that boundary for you, and you know, that arm kept me very close to her because she didn't let me go too far, and so as a result, you know, I was raised very well, and I was able to you know, have values and be a decent woman. And then be able to instill that in my children.
Yeah.
And so when I talk about the book, I say, you know,
Before you reach to the book, before you reach to the book,
This is
before
what
you
he
reach
does,
to the book,
right?
because
this is his
it's
show.
fascinating.
This is his show.
Listen,
LFM.
this is Lighten Up with Catherine.
No, that's
all right,
what
this
you're
is Lighten Up with Catherine. But I mean, I have to jump the gun because I mean, I heard
How
you
you
earlier
manage
on.
him? How you manage him?
Listen, I heard you earlier on. I mean, speaks about struggles, but then you said that you grew up pretty decent and well, you know,
Right.
humble beginning from your great grandmother.
Right.
How does the negative came, or when did the negative came?
In terms of what? Negative,
Your
like what you
life,
mean?
Catherine, because if you say you grew up real well, I mean, what kind of struggle could you be having if you grew up real well?
Well, I mean,
Sorry if I'm putting you on the spot.
yeah, because I don't understand exactly what you mean about, you know, how could things, you know, what do you
Catherine,
mean?
you just said, right? And
Uh-huh.
I'm glad that this is live
This is a
television.
lawyer. I'm in
right?
court.
This is
I'm in
live
court.
television, right? Obviously, you went through some struggles.
Where's my Lighten Up
Right.
logo?
All right? But I am fascinated because great grandma did her best,
Yeah. she
right?
did.
I want you to declare if the struggles came from her.
No, absolutely. You see what
Okay,
happens?
so clear
is
grandma.
What happens is life happens. You
Life
know?
happens.
Yes, and
Okay.
sometimes we veer off the track, and sometimes you
of
think
course.
you're on the track. And you know, when I ended up being a single mother, I actually, when I met my husband, I was on the choir. Like I was, like,
And
you
he
know,
was-
a
he-
Christian,
and he was too,
in
right?
the church as well.
Hold on, you were.
So, we
you
gotta
were-
take a break though. Can
All
I
right,
get
all
off
right.
the hot seat for a second? We're coming back with more Lighten Up. Stay tuned. I don't know what's going on here.